What's up everybody, this is Amina here, shooting this quick video for the 6 month from today, all the members. Right, recently I've got a lot of people contacting me, sending me a private message and Skype, asking me a lot of different questions, some regarding to Facebook ads and quite a few, to be honest, about PPV. Alright, first thing first, I started PPV about a month ago now. It's literally going to be a month. I think it's tomorrow, and obviously I'm not very experienced yet, but obviously I'm doing okay, because as long as you know the principles of paid traffic, you can do well. And asking questions is very good, because that's the best way you learn and get answers. Right, but some of the questions are not a very good question. Like some people said, look, I'm just about to, I launched a campaign and my daily budget is $10 or $20 a day, and when I asked them how many URLs you targeting, and I can't believe what I heard. He said 3,000 URLs. You got a bloody $10 to spend on a campaign and you got 3,000 URLs. I mean, like, that just don't make sense, right? Look, let me give you an example right now. Imagine you got $10 to spend on a campaign and you got 1,000 URL. Well, you want to divide that money to all these URLs you have, right? How much you reckon per keyword or the URL would spend at the $10? How much data are you going to gather? Right, end of the day, when it's PPV or whatever the case is, paid traffic, you look at a certain keyword, you see how many, if it's got good traffic or not, how much money you spend on the particular keyword. Then you look at the conversion, and this is how you kill the particular keyword or the URL. And if you're going to spend $10 on 1,000 URLs, right, you probably get 10 to 15 cent worth of data per the keyword. And imagine you spend $20 or $30, right, and you get no conversion, and you look at your data, you got 1,000 of nice URLs lined up, right, every single one of them 8, 20 or 30 cents worth of out your budget. The end result is you lost $30 or $20, my friend. And which URL are you going to pause or kill? You don't know, because there is not enough data. So this is just a common sense, right? From the start, organize yourself nicely, decide how much you want to spend, then launch a campaign. Don't just go in there. Some people say, no, I even say that, take action, right? But don't go crazy and take like some kind of action which gives you a reaction, right? You're gonna have to take the right action, right? Do a little bit of research, not too much, before you launch a campaign, to know how to launch a campaign. And it's no point launching campaigns in the wrong way around and trying to figure out what the hell went wrong in the middle, and then saying the things don't work, right? So instead of answering everyone, by Skype or whatever, I decided to shoot a video, and basically it's like a case study I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna take you inside one of my campaigns and this is going to answer a lot of your questions, especially split testing. I don't know why some people think split testing just means landing pages. This is not the case. There's a lot of different things I'm gonna show you, and a lot of questions about how many landers should you rotate or swap, which offer you should go for, then if it's a lead impact good, or traffic bounce, or media traffic. It's gonna take me a day to explain all these things, but that's why I decided to do this quick video, and this will make a lot of sense to you right now. Okay, so I'm inside my CPV lab right now, and this is a campaign I'm actually running right now. It's still going, right? So I'm not going to be able to share everything, as in which offer it is or the URLs I'm targeting right now, because obviously that's a valid reason not to share everything right now, or I'll have a lot of competition. That's just a common sense, right? So the first I want to show you is the lead impact I'm running, right? And first thing I want to show you is the difference between lead impact and traffic bounce traffic, right? That seems to catch a lot of people's eyes, they can't decide. So let's start with that. So on the 26th, as you can see, right, let me refresh that, that's fine. 26, that's lead impact, yeah. I've spent $5.50, right? My daily budget is, I think, about $30 or $40, and this is kind of like a shortcut I'm showing you. Basically, I had a lot of URLs, right? I've been testing like a freak for a while, and I optimized the campaign really well. And this results I'm showing, that's after testing 15 different landing pages, right? Those 15 I ditched it, and them 3 I'm using, that's about 19, 18 URL landing pages, right? So this is one of the answers for how many landing pages should I split test. You can split test 2 or 3, you can do 15, you can do 20. End of the day, if you see your campaign's got the potential to make you money, then why would you stop split testing, right? More you split test, more you learn. And this is very new to me, right? And so okay, the cost is $5.50 and the revenue is $13.35. And some people would say, okay, let's just stop right here, this is making me profit, so let's just not touch it, right? And the profit is $7 on that day. And if I change the campaign to, let's go to traffic runs, this one is the same date, 26th, about a few days ago. The cost is $4.81 and the revenue is $17.80. So let me tell you this, I ran this campaign on lead impact for about just over 3 or 4 3 week, nearly running into 4 week. So then I got my traffic balance account, and what I did was I swiped the whole campaign from lead impact to traffic bands. That's including the landing pages. Basically, it's an optimized campaign on the lead impact with a good URLs, good landing pages. And I took it from lead impact and I literally plugged it onto traffic bands. And believe it or not, 3 or 4 of the profitable URLs been rejected their traffic bands because I think the URLs not done meet the traffic bands requirements, or some terms and condition problem, whatever that is. But traffic band said no, we can't accept them URLs. So I was kind of worried because those are my profitable, I mean the most profitable keywords. First 3 was which was making all the money. So anyhow, there's always a way around it. So that's 26, right? So let's go to 27th and let's run lead impact on that day. So if we go down, see the cost was $9.83 and the revenue is $17.80, right? And that's like kind of autopilot now, I'm not touching it much. And the profit once again is $7. And if I switch that to traffic bands on the 27th, right, that cost was $8.19 and the revenue is $22.25. Obviously the profit is much higher now, it's $14 the profit, right? So on the lead impact the profit was $7. So basically this is double. All I did was took the campaign from lead impact to traffic bands, nothing else at this point, right? And I'm making like double money in there. So if I go to 27th and 28th, which is today, well, it's nearly 4 o'clock in the morning right now, and it's running to 29th today. But anyways, I obviously work at night most. Right, so basically today's, that is, I've spent $11.78 and the revenue is $13.35 and the profit is just $1.58, right? So as you can see, 2 days it was kind of stable, then today it just dropped, and it cost me even more to get the traffic, but the revenue just dropped. It happens, right? But look what happened, right? It dropped all of a sudden. There's nothing I could do about it. And if you look at traffic bands today, same thing, $8.68 spent and the revenue is $66, right? Pure profit is $58, right? As you can see, this is a very good day for me on traffic bands. Now this is another answer for your question, right? The traffic between lead impact and traffic bands, as you can see It's a hell of a lot of difference, right? Traffic vans got quality traffic, better. That's one answer. And some people say how to scale. People tell you go and open another account with different PPV network and run the same campaign. Some people think, yeah, right, you think it's gonna work. But if I didn't have the traffic vans campaign, right, the account, I would have made just $2, $1.58 from lead impact profit, right? And the reason I got traffic vans, I got $58 profit today on that, right? See how this works out for you at the end. So why is the revenue a lot higher? Basically, I looked at last night's all my stats on traffic vans and all the campaigns, all my landing pages, right? And one of the landing pages had a really low CTR, and as you can see, my CTR is at 20. Click-through rate is 20%, then 25%. I kind of don't like getting CTR under 20 because at the end of the day you need to get all the clicks as you can, because if you don't get click on your landing pages, then you're not getting any visitors to your offer, right? That means there is no lead. So higher the CTR, some people say 10% or 15% is very good for PPV, but to me that's kind of bullshit, because I want to get minimum, I want to keep about 20. I get about 30-35%. One day I even had a 40% CTR, which is really good. That's why. And some people will say, oh, how do I get this high click-through rate? Number one, your target URLs has to be kind of targeted to your offer, right? Because at the end of the day, if you don't match the audience to your offer, it's just not going to work out, right? Because, for example, you got an offer. Let me just give you a nice example. Let me see. Alright, okay, cool. Imagine you got an offer for a buyer, like a lead for a Ferrari company. The people are interested buying a Ferrari, right? And he got the offer, and he go to Auto Trader, and he start targeting people who's looking to buy Ford Fiesta. Do you really think those leads going to convert for you? Because those guys want to buy Fiesta because they haven't got enough money, or they're looking for a cheaper run around, and you're trying to sell them or just make them fill up to buy a Ferrari. So that's not going to work out. So to get the clicks, you need to have a similar demographic and the interest, right? Then they get to your offer. If you don't understand this big, you're not gonna get any clicks, and obviously there won't be any conversion, right? And this is a dating campaign, right? So let me tell you a little bit about it. This is the first time I'm doing dating as well. I don't really do much dating, and I'm trying to understand the platform. And so far I've been doing well, because I always, work my way up. So there's dating, as far as I know, I figured it out. There's a few different types of your visitors, right? One's just looking for the, just a casual dating. They just want to go out, find someone to go to the cinema, shopping and all that, right? Like, I call it temporary dating, that is, right? It's like a pay-as-you-go. You just get rid of the partner after whatever that is. And one is serious type. So if you got an offer, right, and you're getting all these visitors, so first thing you need to know how old your visitors are roughly. If your visitors around like 35 to 50 years old, because when it comes to dating, everyone just jumps on Google and they get these hot girls pictures, right? The blondie and brunette hair girls, nice ones, right? They put it on a landing page and they think, okay, that's going to get a lot of clicks and get you conversion. But if you don't look at your demographic of the offer and the target, right, and if you see they're like 40, 35 years old mans, it might get a few clicks for the young girls, because some old people like young girls. It's just a reality. But the thing is, it's just a common sense, right? The guy is 40 years old, then the woman has to be about 30, right? You can't have a 17 years old girl picture in there. It's not going to work. That's the thing, right? You need to understand what you want to have. And as I said before, the temporary relationship and the permanent. So what you want to do, you want to create a couple of landing pages, right? And divide them into two different groups. That's what I do. One landing page you can have is a bit of a content about how these members are serious about you know, settling down with a man who's like very loving, caring, etc., etc. And the other landing page you can have, as in, nice hot girls, they want to party, they want to go clubbing, etc., etc. And run a split test, right? So basically, this is, you are running split tests between your landing pages, and inside the landing pages is the interest, right, between temporary relationship and permanent relationship, right? This way you know what your visitors are on about. If they want a temporary relationship, obviously then you change the permanent one to temporary, then you get more girls, pictures, and etc., and you work it out. So how many landers to test? I've tested about, including these ones, are probably 18 or 19 different landing pages. It's totally up to you. You can do 2 or 3, or you can do 20 even landing pages. You can change. If you see there is potential to make money on the campaign, obviously you want to just test and test. So already I showed you the traffic, right? Traffic vans and lead impact. That's one split test, right? Number 2, split testing landing pages. Number 3, you can test the demographic, right? You can test different landing pages for the demographic, rotate them evenly. And there's something else I need to tell you, right? Which is pretty much, boosted my income. The offer was running pretty well. Then all of a sudden, what happened was my conversion kind of started dropping a little bit. And then I spoke with my AM and I said, look man, this offer was converting very well, and all of a sudden these conversions are dropping. So what are you saying? Are you scrubbing my leads or whatever? And he said, no man, there isn't. There's absolutely zero, scrub rate from the network. And I said, alright, do me a favor then, dude. If you can ask the actual advertiser that if he's got any more landing pages which he can provide for me. So he said, yeah man, the advertiser provided 4 different landing pages. I mean actual offer pages, right? Excuse me. Now there's another thing to split test, right? There's more chance to split test means more chance to make money. So what I did, I took them 4 offer pages, right? So you get your landing page, then you go to the offer, right? So we can have different background, different pictures on the offer, and literally this is where they fill up all the information, the profile, etc. So what I did, I rotated them 4 offers, and as you can see here, the conversion rate, these are the actual offers, right? There was 4, I took 1 out because it was performance really bad. As you can see, the offer 3 got 4 conversion, offer page 4 was 6, it's got 6 conversion, and that one's got 5. That's something else I'm rotating right now. But I'm not saying you'll be able to do that all the time, but there's another thing you can do is if you find the offer, and if you can't obviously split test the offer page, what you can do, you go to Offer Vault right away and type in the offer name, and you will see there will be more networks who actually has the same offer. So apply for them, and what you do, you run this split test, right? You run the same offer but from different networks, and trust me, there are networks this is quite cool, because some networks is bad scrub rates, they scrub a lot, and some won't, and you will see the difference on the conversion rate, right? Because you know how many impressions per offer is getting, and you look at the conversion rate. So if network A is converting the best for you, same landing page, obviously you just ditch network 2 and you send all the traffic to network 1. That's another way to split test. There is an end, okay? It just depends on how much you want to go into and split test. The more you test, more money you'll make. Like I made $8, I spent $66. It's not like it's a direct link campaign, it's not even that. I put a lot of time to it. Now it's time for me to make profit, right? Now I can move into a different offer and obviously start all over again. This is just taken off right now, this campaigns, and obviously there will be more things I can do. I will test different landers and etc. So I'm sure you found a fair bit information. Another thing about targeting, don't get thousands of URLs again, right? If you want to spend your time wisely, if you pick an offer, right, what you want to do, you want to get in a spreadsheet and do all your research, do it manually, right? Don't get scrapers and etc. if you're starting up, because that's gonna pull out a lot of weird URLs, even like yahoo.com and etc., and that's going to eat all your budgets within 5 minutes, right? Don't do it. What you want to do, you want to do it manually. Go to Google, Bing and Yahoo and type in the offer keyword and obviously get the URLs. So what you do, spend about half an hour and you should be able to pick about 50 or 500 URLs. Just save it all in a spreadsheet, right? Then take first 40, plug it into your campaign, spend $10 or $15, see which keywords are getting views and clicks and conversion, and from there start optimizing slowly. Take some keywords out, whichever is not converting, then go back to your spreadsheet, take some more URL from there, then plug it into your campaign. This is how you do it slowly, right? Because at the start you don't have enough budget. Even if you have enough budget, you're just gonna blow it really quick because you kind of new to understanding the platform, and PPV traffic becoming really quick. So don't rush it, just take your time a little bit, understand the traffic and test, right? And easy, some people just, you know, get URLs and just direct link and they think they're gonna make a lot of money. You probably seen this thing, that's back in the days used to work, not anymore. Just put a little bit of effort, right? What you want to do, even if you want a direct link, you direct link, and what you do, you just at least have one landing page and split test between the lander and the direct link, see which one's getting the conversion. This is the way you know which one's going to work out for you. If the landing page is the winner, obviously you create more landing pages and ditch the direct link thing. And again, about using, whether you want to use Prosper 202 or you want to use Bevo. Bevo is shared hosted, right? And PPV, if you want to do PPV, you need to have the best out of best, because traffic comes in so quick, and if you're gonna host your Prosper on a shared hosting, it's just, you might as well give me the money, to be honest, because I can spend it wisely. I can go shopping, because those pop-ups, right, it's gonna take freaking years to load, and I don't think everyone's gonna be waiting for your pop-up to load up, right? So it's just a waste of money. Some people say, oh, I haven't got $20 or $40 a month to spend. Who the heck said you were spending? You are investing, right? So if you really want to do this PPV thing, right, start smart. Get a VPS, at least a VPS starter pack, right, which is a very good hosting. Have a Prosper 202 hosted on that. That's gonna save you a lot of time, right? Your pop-up's gonna load really quick. And I don't really use Prosper. I got CPV Lab, that's about $300 anyway. It's totally up to you if you want to spend it or not. It's a really good tool, by the way. And then obviously then your page is gonna load quick. Then start learning with a little bit of a Photoshop, have some animations and try some background, you know, audio and landing page. Don't try to do all in one go, please. Try to do it one at a time, right? So start investing money on tools. CPV Lab if you can, or Prosper 202 is just fine, and have a good hosting, which is the important thing ever. And track every single keywords, okay? Don't fall in love. Let me actually, I nearly forgot one thing. I've got to show you now. This is the example of Chad. He says he said on his traffic black book, don't fall in love with the campaign, and don't fall in love with your AM or rep, I think he said. So as you can see here, the first target spent $18 AE, and it's generated $62, which is very profitable. Next one spent $16, revenue is $44, and the third one, if you look at it, $56 spent and $35 revenue. That is a minus, right? Just over $20. Thing was, this URL was getting a lot of traffic, right, and it was giving me conversion once in a while, and I was kind of like, you know, falling in love with it. I was hoping like, oh man, maybe it's gonna work out later on for me, this and that, right? Because it was getting conversion and it wasn't enough. So as you can see there, it's got the most view as well, and then I decided, you know what, let's just kill it. I killed it and I uploaded obviously replacement URLs. Obviously when you take some out, you want to put new URLs in there, otherwise you're going to end up with nothing there. It's going to be an empty if you start chopping off too much. And after I cut that, the URL became a bit profitable, and if you can see others like $7 spent 13. These are the ones getting very less traffic, but who cares? The less traffic is getting me conversion, is making me money. Not much even a day, but still it's profitable. So as you can see, this sort of things you want to be careful, right? I just read a thread on the forum, some guy spent $40 or something. I think there was an email submit offer. So this is pretty much, I think his name was Sohel. This is dedicated to you, bro. This whole video, right? So watch it carefully, learn from it. Anyways guys, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I think I said enough, and if you got any questions, obviously post in the forum, and